civil engineering with the Transportation Research Center here at University of Vermont. My poster today looks at some of the work I've been involved in this academic year that considers the impact of information access on attitudes about intercity travel by way of automobile, bus, or train. There's been a lot of work previously that looks at intercity travel between large metropolitan areas, whereas this work looks at travel that is originating from northern New England outside of Boston Metro and going to Boston, New York, Philadelphia, or Washington, D.C. There was a survey questionnaire that was administered in May of 2014. We had over 2,500 participants, and we broke it down into two groups. We had a test group that was given access to a web planning tool online that provides some scheduling information about traveling by bus or train. And then there was a control group that did not have access to that tool during the survey. We looked for differences in answers and responses about attitudes between the two groups. And then we also broke those groups down by age or education level. And what we found is that for traveling to New York City by bus or train, the planning tool was related to positive attitudes about scheduling flexibility and the amount of time that it was taking to travel by bus or train. On the other hand, we also found the tool to have a negative impact on how well people felt about being able to access and get a hold of scheduling information and to be able to understand it. Overall, there were 43% of respondents that changed their attitude during the course of the survey about taking a bus or a train to New York City. More people that had access to the tool were becoming more likely to choose a bus or a train, whereas more people that did not have access to that tool were becoming less likely to choose a bus or a train. So we found some interesting results. We're going to keep looking at it to better quantify some of these impacts that we're finding. And the results of this work will also go on to contribute to a separate but related project that looks at measuring accessibility for traveling by multiple modes among this region. So those are my highlights for you today. Thanks for stopping by.